Hello, welcome to Yoga Today. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. We're going to start today in our easy seat, however that is comfortable for you, whether you use a pillow, legs crossed, uncrossed, it's up to you. We'll take a moment here to bring our hands either to our lap or to our knee, whatever feels most comfortable for you. We'll take a big breath in, and on that steady breath out, we'll let the shoulders relax down and the eyes soften or close all the way down. Take a moment here just to breathe, just to allow the mind and the body to settle. Allowing yourself to come into stillness. Welcoming in this practice. And let's start to grow our breath, taking a little bit deeper inhale. A steady exhale. One more like that. Inhale in. And a steady exhale. Take a moment here to find some stillness. And then together, let's exhale all the way out. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3. Pause at the top. Open mouth, sigh it out. Don't be afraid to hear yourself breathe here. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Pause at the top. Open mouth, sigh it out. Allow yourself to let everything go. Allowing the breath to release the tension. Again, bringing the breath back to its natural rhythm. And then let's slowly start to blur those eyes open. Perfect. Inhale together. We're going to bring our hands up to the sky. On our exhale, hands come to heart. Inhale, hands come back to the sky. And exhale, bring the hands alongside the body. We're just starting to link the breath and movement together. Inhale, hands back to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, hands come down. Last time, inhale, hands rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Perfect. From here, inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale to bring that left hand down and reach through the right arm. We're keeping the right hip down on the mat, reaching through the right fingertips, really opening up the right side of the body. The gaze can come down to the mat, up towards the hand or anywhere in between. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, expand the right side of the body. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead, bring yourself all the way back up. The right hand comes down this side. Lift through that left arm. Expand through the left side of the body. Keep the left hip down. Now you may find that your arm is straight or maybe it's a little more bent. That's okay. Let's inhale here. Again, expand the side body and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Perfect. Let's inhale all the way up, both hands to the sky. Exhale, we're going to twist to the left, right hand coming to left knee as we keep the crown of the head lifted, keep the shoulders rolling down and back. A couple breaths here in this twist. Let's take one more breath. Inhale brings us all the way back to center. Exhale, twist right. Again, hold here, shoulders come down, lift through the crown of the head, keep the core active. And one more breath. Perfect. Inhale, hands come all the way up. And on our exhale, we'll bring them out in front of us, roll onto our hands and knees, coming into that tabletop position. Hands come under shoulders, knees come under hips. Let's go ahead, inhale, drop your belly. Lift your hips, lift your gaze, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine. We're
tucking the tailbone, tucking the chin, cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, rolling those shoulders down and back into your cat pose or cow pose, lengthening out through the belly, strengthening to the back. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. We're activating the core, stretching across the back in this cat pose. Let's go one more time. Inhale into cow. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, round the spine into cat. Perfect. Let's go ahead, inhale ourselves back to neutral spine. Pause here for your exhale. Let's go ahead, inhale, right toes down to the bottom of the mat. Press out through that right heel. We're keeping the hips level, the core active. Stretching out through the back of the right leg. Nice and gentle, just warming up our body. Let's take another breath here. And on our exhale, draw that right knee in. Perfect. Inhale, left toes to the bottom of the mat. Press out through that left heel. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep the hips level. Let's do one more breath in and a steady breath out as we draw that left knee in. Go ahead, tuck the toes. On our exhale, we'll lift our hips up to the sky, keeping a bend in the knees at first. We're pressing through the arms, drawing that chest towards the thighs. Let's slowly start to pedal out our feet, dropping one heel at a time as we lengthen out the back of the legs. And then let's start to find some stillness in this downward facing dog. So our chest is melting towards our thighs. We're pressing through the hands, keeping that long spine. Don't worry if those heels don't touch the mat, that's okay. Option to take a little sway here if that feels good in the body. And then let's go ahead, inhale, gaze forward, and exhale, start to walk the feet to meet the hands. You can keep the knees bent here a little bit. As we're warming up, take a little sway here. Option to grab opposite elbows. Allow the crown of the head to hang heavy as we sway side to side. On an exhale, we'll release those hands down to the mat. Inhale, bring the fingertips towards the shins. Roll the shoulders down and back. Find this nice flat spine, core active. Exhale, fold it all the way back down, forward fold, let the crown of the head hang heavy. Inhale, back to halfway lift, fingertips to shins, roll the shoulders down and back. Long spine, all the way from the crown of the head to the tailbone. And exhale, we'll bring it all the way down. Go ahead, bend the knees, we're gonna step it back into our high plank. Perfect, hold here. Option to come down to the knees. We're going to send the hips back up to the sky for downward facing dog. Our inhale, we float it forward into high plank or tabletop, your choice. Exhale, the hips all the way back up to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, start to walk the feet to meet the hands, coming back into that forward fold at the top of the mat. On an inhale, come to halfway lift, roll the shoulders down and back, long spine. Exhale, fold it forward. This time on our inhale, we're gonna bend the knees a little bit, bring the arms all the way up to the sky as we come into our extended mountain pose. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Let's pause for a breath here. Inhale in, and a steady exhale out. Perfect. We're going to start to shift our way into this right foot and step the left foot back. Coming into crescent lunge. Hands can stay at heart center for right now. We're going to try to be bringing the left hip forward, right hip back. We're squaring off the hips as much as our body allows. And then on an inhale, bringing the hands up to the sky. Perfect. We'll hold here a breath.
And then exhale, cactus the arms. We're going to start to find a little bit of a back bend here, so we're engaging through the back, opening up through the chest. And then inhale, hands come back up to the sky. On an exhale, hinge from the hips. Bring the hands alongside the right foot, framing that right foot. Left hand can come down to the floor or a block. Right hand lifts to the sky, simple twist. You always have the option of coming to your knee to find a little more support. I always want you to make this practice your own. Perfect. Exhale, hand comes back to the mat. On an inhale, we're going to rise all the way up to crescent lunge. Think about activating the inner thighs as you lift the body up. And then on an exhale, we'll bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers and draw the knuckles towards the floor as you inhale, open across the chest. Again, activating through the back of the body. Roll the shoulders down and back. Let's take an inhale, lift the hands back to the sky. And on an exhale, we're going to bring it all the way down. Step your right foot back. Come down to the knees or stay on your toes. Your choice. We're going to lower ourselves all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes. On an inhale, peel the chest up. Roll the shoulders down and back. This activation is coming in from your back. We're not really using our hands here. You can set them down for support if you like. Go ahead and exhale, bring it down. Lift again. Keep the feet on the mat, a little to no weight in the hands. And lower it back down. Hands come alongside the body. We're going to draw the elbows in towards the body. So hands alongside the chest, elbows in tight. Inhale, lift. And on our exhale, we're going to lift through our core, press through our hands as we send our hips back to our heels, lengthening out through the arms. Child's pose. Let's take a moment here just to breathe. Next, inhale, gaze forward. Roll yourself into your tabletop. And on an exhale, we'll tuck the toes, send our hips all the way back up to the sky for that downward facing dog. Next, inhale, gaze forward towards the hands. Exhale, slowly walk towards the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, roll the shoulders down and back. Exhale, fold it down, forward fold. Allow the crown of the head to hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, roll the shoulders down and back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, send the arms all the way to the sky, extended mountain pose. Keep the core active here. Our ribs are coming towards our hips. And exhale, hands to heart. Let's take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Start to shift the weight into the left foot. We're going to step the right foot back, coming into crescent lunge on this side. Right hip pressing forward, lengthening through the front of the right hip, pressing out through the right heel, and then let's bring the hands up to the sky. Let's take an inhale here, and on our exhale, cactus the arms, draw the elbows down, engage between the shoulder blades. Inhale, hands back up to the sky. On an exhale, hands go wide as they come all the way down to the mat. Frame that left foot. Right hand stays down on the mat as we inhale the left hand up to the sky for simple twist. Let's take a breath here. Exhale, left hand comes down. Activating through the inner thighs, we're going to inhale, lift ourselves up to crescent lunge. Don't worry if you're wobbly, that's okay. And exhale, hands come behind the back, interlacing the fingers, draw the knuckles down. Open across the chest, engage to the back of the body. Inhale, hands come back to the sky. On your exhale, we'll bring it all the way down. Again, you can drop the knee if you like. We're going to step the left foot back and lower ourselves down to the mat. On an inhale, peel the chest up. Use the back of the body to lift. Little to no weight in the hands. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale to lift. And exhale to bring it down. Hands alongside the chest, elbows in tight. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Send the hips to the heels. Lengthen through the arms, child's pose. A breath here, and a steady breath out. Inhale, roll yourself all the way back up to tabletop. Exhale to tuck the toes. Send your hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Perfect. Big breath here, and big breath out. On an inhale, we'll send the right foot up to the sky, three-legged dog. On an exhale, draw the right knee in towards the chest. It's okay if it stops here. Go ahead and grab the back of the foot. Bring it all the way forward into this runner's lunge. From here again, activate through the inner thighs. Active through the core. Let's lift all the way up, crescent lunge. On an exhale, swivel to the side. All 10 toes face out. Hands up to the sky. Bring the ribs and hips towards each other so that core is active. I'm going to spin around so you can see me. From here, hands to heart, we're going to come side to side. Exhale to lift. Inhale to sink. And then you take this at your own depth. Just opening up through the inner thighs here. Finding a little bit of mobility. Take it side to side at your own pace and at your own depth. One last time. Perfect. And then let's bring the hands to our sides. We're going to swivel all the way back around to the front of the mat. Hands come up to the sky. And on our exhale, we'll bring it all the way down. Step the right foot back. High plank. Exhale, down dog. Perfect. Inhale, left foot comes up to the sky, three-legged dog. On an exhale, we step the left foot forward. Draw that knee in, come onto the toes, step it forward, find the runner's lunge. Inhale all the way up, crescent lunge. And on an exhale, swivel all the way open, five-pointed star. Toes face out, reach the hands up. Keep the core active, and then let's inhale side to side. Again, you can take this at your own depth, stay in a little bit lighter. You can bring it a little bit further down if that's within your practice. Making it a little more challenging, your choice. Hands come up. And then let's swivel it all the way back around to the front. And go ahead, exhale, and bring it all the way down. Step that left foot back. We're going to come down to our knees and swivel ourselves around. Perfect. From here, go ahead and bring the feet together into our butterfly pose. Chest nice and tall, shoulders rolling down and back. Hold here for just a couple breaths. Bring those knees in, walk the feet out. We're going to lower ourselves all the way down to the mat, drawing the knees in towards the chest. Go ahead and rock it side to side, massaging the low back. And then from here, take both hands out into a T shape, or you can always take a cactus shape. We're going to let our knees fall to the left, gaze to the right. You can always place a block or a pillow under the knees here. You can always bring the left hand to the outside of the right leg. Allow that right shoulder to melt towards the mat. Take a few breaths here. Center, knees in, rock it side to send the legs to the right this time, gaze to the left. Bringing everything back to center. Let's hold everything in nice and tight. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and walk the arms and legs out into your final pose of Shavasana. Finding that comfortable space on the mat. Taking any little adjustments to find a comfortable space. And then allow yourself to settle. Allow the feet to fall wide, releasing any tension in the legs. Allowing your hips to melt into the mat. Allowing your stomach to soften. Shoulders relaxing down, opening across the chest. Hands are soft. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the space between the eyes. Allow yourself just to focus on your breath as it flows naturally in and out. Enjoying the stillness, enjoying the peace. When you're ready, we'll start to take some little movements of the fingers and toes. Gradually bending the knees. Taking any extra movements that you like. Send the right arm overhead. Send the knees to the right and press ourselves up with our left hand. Coming back into that easy seat where we started. Let's inhale, hands up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your practice with me. It's been my honor to guide you today. Namaste.